Hi, and this is War, and another exciting episode of our introduction into Unity. And I have the actual Unity application open. When you get it, it'll be, pretty much blank. There won't be anything in it. I was like, that's too boring. Let's start with something. So what I have here is just a basic setup. This is a quad, which is nothing but a game object. And the thing is, this is exactly what you will have when you first start up. Just basic little game objects. And you're like, what is a game object? Well, let's look at it. Just a basic cube. So here we go. And I will just come over, right click in the hierarchy tab, which you should have. I mean, I'm pretty sure it opens up right from the get-go. And we're just going to make a 3D object cube. Okay. Oh, cube. Where is it? Oh, it actually went in and put it as a child. Now I just drag it out here to make it its own. And we have a cube. Now I have no clue why that thing looks that way. One. That's just nuts. Got a 0, 0, 1. And let's take another look. And you can double click on the cube. Oh, there it is. Our lovely, wonderful cube. Pretty boring, I know. But we have to explain what this actually is. And it's just a basic 3D object. Container class. Has a transform. A mesh filter, which has the mesh. The actual geometry that you see is actually the mesh. We take it off. Oh, look, you got these green lines, but there's nothing to see. Oh, you broke it. No, not really, but we do need to get something. Let's see. Upkeep. There we go. And then we have a box collider. Now, knowing what this is a very important thing because this is actually how we will interact. With a box collider, it will actually give us the function where we can step on top of it or just fall through it. But there's an extensive problem with this. This box only will accept collision from one side, the side that we actually see, which brings me to what it actually really is. And we can show you this by doing asset, game object, 3D. Now we will do a plane. And you're like, why? Here's the reason why. This plane is actually an object. But if we take this and we rotate it, that's not the way that I want. Okay. And in those math classes where they said, oh, you'll never use this angle stuff and all this. Well, guess what? You are, and you're using it on a computer. Now, because of this, we're going to look at this and we're going to go, hey, well, why look at this and not the cube? Well, because this is a very important factor. This, what you see, is what we call the normal of a mesh. It will only render on this side, right here. Render is what we call the things that we actually are viewing. And look, it's got the mesh right here. Then a mesh collider, which I'd rather use a box collider myself because the physics engine is cheaper. And that's something we're going to get into when we get into physics. Then we got this mesh render, and we can turn this off. Right. And it turns our visuals off. But, as you see, if we go, whoop, it only shows it from one side. You're like, well, this ain't no good. Well, it actually is very good. Because if it was double-sided, when the camera, another object we ain't gonna explain, this is what we'll see in the game. Let's take this camera saw, another game object, totally different, but the principle is about the same. This is what we'll see in the game. Yeah, I know, it's pretty boring, but it'll get more interesting later, I promise. It only renders on one side, so your actual GPU, your video card, is only using what it actually needs. I don't need to see the back of the wall. I mean, it's there, right? No point. I mean, I don't want to see both sides of the wall. It's dumb. I want to shoot the wall. I want to blow it up. I don't care about all that other stuff. You know, it's good. We got violence, just like anything else. We love it. Who doesn't like blowing stuff up? But anyway, I wanted to show you what this game object is and what it does and some of it. Now, if we actually enable this and do this, we can actually probably see a scene I'm developing now. Load. Okay. Where is my character? And it's not going to do what I want. Why is that? Because I'm falling! Wow, sweet! Now where'd my quad go that I was supposed to have? Click. Oh, it's not on origin, which is 0, 0, 0. Okay, let's start this again. And I'll tell you what this console is. But it's more important later on when we're going. Now, we have our lovely cube going around, and we go up to it. You see, we can't actually do anything with it. We can't go through it. This is dumb, right? Well, it explains the collision. We can't go through it, but we go through it on the other side. Yay! But one side. And this is what the physics engine is doing. It says, oh, it's only rendered on one side. Can't go through it. And that's important. Now that we actually know this, we can go up to here and, well, we'll go up to our scene. Now this is very important too. Whenever you're doing something and this is enabled on a play, it will not be saved whatsoever. But we have this, and guess what? We're going to take this mesh collider, and it's collision based. We're just going to turn it off. And we're going to go back to the game. Oh, alright, sweet. Now, we're going to run. Oh, what happened? I don't see it. Now, we actually just physically went through it. And that is what the mesh filter is for. But this is the basic game object setup, and I wanted you to see this so we can get through basic. And this is War, and signing off, and I hope that you start playing around with this engine and just get the basic look around. So, have a nice day, and I hope you took something from this, because I'm out of here, and here's my teachings for the day. Good night, folks.